This module is winding down for a beautiful night's sleep. So, the quality of our sleep massively impacts the quality of our day, as well as our ability to heal from pain challenges and health challenges. Hmm, It's kind of the same thing because the health challenges will be causing some degree of pain, if not physical, maybe mental, emotional. So sleep is so key as we've been finding out within these modules for our healing process, but also to be healthy, vital, energetic for our day-to-day business, whether that's our working, whether it's our playing. It's good to have energy and feel good, and sleep is our primary medicine for that. So this lesson is all about how to wind down for a good night's sleep. So there's a few things that I recommend for this. The first is looking at the light. So it's quite common knowledge now, actually, in the mainstream that limiting screen time before bedtime is a really good idea. Now, the reason for this is because the blue light hits our eyes and gives the body a mismatched signal that the sun is up. So the body then responds to that in a way. Let's put my glasses, which I'm going to show you in a sec. So the body then responds by releasing cortisol, which is the stress hormone, which keeps us up and impacts our sleep and the quality of it. So because it keeps us stimulated as well as what we're watching. So if we watch a action film or a horror film before bed, we're loading the psyche with all sorts of stuff that will create tension within it at a subconscious level, which will affect our sleep. So being mindful of screens as well as what you're watching beforehand. Now, if it's a non-negotiable, if you're like watching a film, then it's a great idea to invest in some glasses. So don't worry, you can find some ones which are a little bit more stylish than these, but I like these because you actually get like quite a full coverage, and the orange really blacks out a lot of the light. And these ones, they only cost like 20 quid or so. So, but there's a variety of blue light blocking glasses. So these glasses basically block the blue light signals from the laptops and screens and TV screens. So this can help us to get to sleep easier. When I started wearing these, it was an absolute game changer, a real game changer. My sleep immediately improved, like really overnight. And it's interesting. I remember a few years ago when I started wearing them, and when I took my shirt off and I was about to go to bed, I accidentally knocked the glasses off. Suddenly, the artificial light hits my eyes. Boom! I go from sleepy to bright awake in 3 seconds flat because the light was triggering that response. So, highly recommend rather than watching media, reading a book is like really good shout. Candlelight is great as well. In the summer, it's not too bad. We generally need to pay more attention to this in the winter, where it gets darker a lot earlier. Because when it gets darker earlier, we should be in rhythm with that and sleep more within the winter. Is the time to be doing less, slowing down our rhythms. Whereas summer, it's summer right now, and it starts getting light around 4 a.m. and is light pretty much until 10 p.m. and some days half 9, 10. So we're naturally more in line with our circadian rhythm, and generally speaking, people are healthier in the summer than they are in the winter. People don't get unhealthy in the winter because of the cold. The cold's good for us. They get unhealthy because we're living in mismatched light signals, as well as the body not getting enough vitamin D, which cold exposure can actually help with. But that's a topic for another time. So yes, mitigating and limiting the exposure to the light, really important. So the next thing is creating a calm environment for yourself. Maybe some relaxing music, maybe having a warm shower or a warm bath before bed, and really just seeing it as a nighttime ritual to really just wind down you know, you've celebrated the day maybe, and this is the wind down, the preparation for a good night's sleep. So you can do some zone exercises from the Doctor Movement section. So this is really great strategy. So I really like alternating leg drop, with the intention of slowing the system down, slowing the body down before sleeping. Find this can put you into quite a relaxed state. Maybe doing some meditation, some deep breathing, can be really effective. I really like, zone exercises for myself, but also giving clients zone exercises is really effective. I've many clients who have experienced much better night sleeps, from doing 5 to 15 minutes of slow rhythm based Tai Chi zone based exercise to help to relax the nervous system, deload things. Another tip can be, sometimes we have the stresses of the day to contend with, and especially if something challenging has happened in the day, something maybe bad happened at work, and we can tend to take these things to bed with us. And this is where working late can be really detrimental to our sleep, because again we don't want to take work into bed with us. Because it's bedroom isn't the place for working, it's the place for sleeping. So when we are doing that, we're stimulating ourselves, overstimulating ourselves, which will impact our sleep, which will impact our work productivity and output and energy levels and well-being and happiness the day after, as well as a longer list of things. So winding down from work and just taking that time for yourself, giving yourself that time, scheduling that time, maybe carving aside that time so that you're not going to bed like stimulated. So if you are in a place whereby you're challenged by the day, then it's a really good shout to grab a pen, grab a piece of paper, and jot down all of the things that have been happening throughout the day. Just get it all out on paper. Blah, 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 blah. This is like a brain dump. It takes what's on your mind, puts it on the paper, and then this can help to declutter the mind. Having a switch off time from work and not going straight into work first thing in the morning or straight onto social media or anything like that. We want to stay off the phones in the morning, because especially the time before you go to sleep and the time you wake up, it's a very important time, because the subconscious is wide open, really open. So whatever goes in at those times gets programmed into you, like deeper into the subconscious, because the filters of the mind haven't come in properly yet. We're in our alpha brainwave state. So that's where being really mindful about what we put in before we sleep, as well as when we wake up. So, put an empowering speech on in the morning, for instance, or move into some meditation first thing, just to ease into the day rather than start by checking emails or something like that. The last thing I'll say is, for those of you who might have a partner, I find that if there's a disagreement or something happens, some sort of challenge within the relationship, maybe an argument, then it can be quite a healthy rule for both people to not go to bed until the challenge is resolved and spoken through, so that both parties are feeling better about it, if that's possible and accessible. Because both people are going to likely get a really bad night's sleep, and if there's a chance of resolving something, then and getting a better night's sleep because of that, then it's really, really worth looking at. The last thing is just creating a ritual. Create a ritual. You can see it as sacred time to prepare ourselves for the voyage into the land of dreams. And Yeah, sleep is a very beautiful thing. You know, the body heals itself during our sleep. Recuperation, rest, relaxation. Now, there's a lot more information about sleep in How to Eat, Move, and Be Healthy, which is hopefully you've got that book by now. So, brilliant sleep section. Are you getting to bed on time? So, yes, hope that's useful for you and sleep well.